recall staying up throughout all the hours of today. From the morning hours to about 6:45 p.m. I was initially going to stay up until 9 in the morning. 9 p.m. Yeah, but I ended up feeling tired. Around 6:45 p.m. (6:15 p.m. at the earliest). But I went to bed around 6:45 p.m. 7 p.m. was the time I fell asleep. After a couple of Spanish Duolingo practice sessions, which take a few minutes, 8 minutes at most. And that's if you struggle with it at times. I fell asleep on my bed after completing the last Duolingo Spanish lesson. My dad made cooked chicken and steak today. And these are also some leftover mashed potatoes. Given to him by his mother. Around 6 in the morning. I had 2 of these cookies and a sort of blueberry cheesecake Danish. My dad got from the salty bread. The other day with my first cup of plain coffee. I recall having roughly about 2 full cups of plain coffee and a partial third cup that was about a quarter to a third of a cup of coffee. roughly from 9 in the morning to about an end time of either 8 or 9 in the morning. I had the coffee starting at 6 in the morning. Then roughly from 11:15 in the morning to 11:45 in the morning, I did my usual 30-minute HIIT workout that I do once or twice a week, or at least try to. By following along the same YouTube video. This video doesn't come with a warm-up, and it seemed just a bit below room temperature in my room up here. At the time. So I was a little stiff during the first set, but ultimately I was able to complete the HIIT workout. Though it was just a tiny bit hard on my legs. Towards the end of the second set and throughout the third set, throughout the workout, I used this same glass that I'm currently using to drink whole milk. I used that same glass at that time during the second and third sets, take sips of tap water during some of the 30-second break periods in between exercises, and during each 60-second break period in between sets. If I recall correctly, around 12:45 p.m. I had with some of the leftover lasagna, homemade by my dad's mom, and a few mild cheddar cheese sticks. I had this with it and sipped at it throughout the early to mid afternoon hours, because a family member on my dad's side commissioned me to draw this as a polystyrene drawing. And to do that, I'm going to need, I'll use that as a reference image as soon as I have an appropriately shaped and sized cylindrical polystyrene piece. And I'm just keeping this as essentially a 3D reference image, so that I can soon, once I get to that drawing, I can complete it as accurately and realistically as possible. Here's where I am currently on the Moogle polystyrene drawing project. I did this outlining of the Moogle on the backside of the polystyrene block. If I recall, it was correctly, it was during the early to mid afternoon hours. And then I used this ultrafine Sharpie marker to do this.